Be a part of yours. Still efforting on the YouTubes. I'm sorry, friends, but we'll live here. Oh, we're good. We're back up on the YouTubes. All right. I knew you guys would get it back there. I blame Swag still. Not even in the same state. Not even in an adjacent state. We'll just send it his way. So shout out to our IT man and Casey in there for making that happen. So we're back on YouTube. It is a free consultation Tuesday, so get those in either on the YouTube chat or on the fan text line 503-864-6326. We'll do that in a matter of moments. After us, we'll send it over to Duck Insider from 1 to 2, the fan happy hour with Luke Anderson from 2 to 3, and then it's prime time from 3 to 7. Timbers fan tonight from 7 to 8. Myself, Adam Sussman, will join the program. You can hear him always on Timbers pregame, halftime, and postgame coverage right here on the Fan Sports Network. Jake's out of town, so Adam Sussman is my long reliever that I pull out of the pen. He's my go-to guy every time. So we'll talk about the Timbers loss over the weekend and what the hell to do with a winger named Anthony, because it's driving me crazy. That'll be from 7 to 8, finishing up 14 hours of live, local, continuous regional sports talk radio. Tips at 5 tonight, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Love that.
Yeah, baby. I did get to finish my show last night, so I'm all caught up. So I don't know what I'll do after the Blazer game tonight.
Things.
Dynamite drop in, Monty. That broadcasting school's really paid off.
There you go.
Blazers tip at 5 o'clock. They'll take on the San Antonio Spurs. And look, what are we going to look for? We talked about this at length yesterday, kind of going into game 2, how you can steal this. And I still live in the world of the non-Wemby minutes you got to dominate. Jeremy Grant cannot be doo-doo again. Boy, would I love to see another game like that from Scoot. If he could put 2 together, that's going to get this city so riled up about Scoot Henderson. It's not even funny.
The other thing is, can Denny put up another masterpiece?
Yep. Can Denny do another thing? And to Denny's credit, in game 1, again, there was a long stretch period in the third where he was kind of not a factor, but he figured it out in the fourth. I feel like that could have easily been like, shucks, they got me. I don't know how to do this. And he reinvented and kept going into the paint and was actually started to have more success in the paint instead of just shooting. So, yeah. But the question is can Denny just have an average game and the rest of the players around him step up? Big night for Donovan tonight. Big night for Drew offensively, I think. And I'd like to see Tumani be a little more aggressive on the offensive side.
The thing that I want to see is, sure, it would be great to see Scoot have that again. I'm not counting on it because where he got his points from, he's been inconsistent at. I think that's kind of the deal there. So I'm not necessarily counting on it.
The 3-point land?
Well, no, I mean the pull-up twos.
Yeah.
And he's been inconsistent as a shooter in general. And the Blazers need guys to get to the rim. Denny's the only guy who's getting to the rim at all, and there was a lot of in-between.
Maybe we can get Scoot in more fast break situations. You saw when he stole the ball from Wemby in game 1 and he blitzed down the court. I'd like to see some more of that.
Well, sure. There's a couple things the Blazers need to do. Number one, they need to take care of the ball. They weren't bad on turnovers, but the turnovers they had, the Spurs basically scored on all of them. The live ball ones, the Spurs didn't really run them. It was played at a slower pace. It's the playoffs. That's to be expected, but be opportunistic when they strike. Mm-hmm. The Blazers need to be better in their transition opportunities. Shaden, Drew, and Jeremy have to hit shots. It's a very stupid adage, but it's very, I think, poignant in this instance. Play better.
Yeah. Just be better.
Because it wasn't that those guys were, okay. They were bad.
Do you think kind of taking the idea of the 3-point shooting being as rough as it was in game 1, do you look at it, if you're Tiago, do you look at it and try to find opportunities, change that up a little bit and try to find opportunities that aren't threes?
No.
Little more high leverage shots?
No.
Okay. You're still just going to need to make 3-pointers.
They have to get.
Uh-oh, he's dying, folks. We killed him. There he goes.
They have to get
R.I.P.
45 threes up.
Gunned down in his prime. 45 threes?
Probably.
Oh, that scares the S out of me.
Why? They've done it all year.
I know, just because they're not a high-efficiency 3-point shooting team. And
they're not a high... You can stop. You don't have to stay 3-point shooting team. They're not a high-efficiency team.
Yeah.
So what do you need to do? You need to take higher-efficiency shots.
Go the Costco route.
Threes are worth 50% more.
Yeah.
There's volatility in it, but you have to hit threes. Because what are the Spurs going to do? Do you think they're going to leave the paint?
No. They know that works.
So I don't think teams are going to change. I don't think the Spurs or the Blazers are changing their game plans a ton. There's going to be some tweaks, like where you get Denny the ball, where you get Shaden the ball, like those kind of things. Donovan, I would like to see him be more impactful.
Ditto.
But I think it really is a play better situation. There wasn't nothing the Spurs did was like, oh no, there's no answer for that. Like, Wemby's going to be good. Mm-hmm. But is he going to go 5 of 6 from 3? Probably not.
What if tonight goes the exact same way as game 1? Blazers struggle from 3. Somebody who's an efficient scorer has an off night. Denny does Denny things. We get a surprise performance from a Shaden Sharp or a Donovan Clingan or something like that. Blazers lose by 10-ish. And the Spurs kind of did what they normally do. When you come to game 3, is it then you kind of start to retool? Or are we just going to live in a world where ball's got to go in a hoop and that's the only way to win?
You get out-talented.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. You're getting out-talented. Like, nothing the Spurs did execution-wise, like, the whole, like, Wemby of it all. Like, De'Aaron Fox was 7 of 15. Steph Castle was 4 of 13. Like, nobody really killed you outside of Wemby. It was the same for the Blazers. No one killed them outside of Denny. Stars did star things. Come 16-game season, it's about I can't remember if it was Shaq or Barkley. It's about the others. Stars are going to do star things.
Sure.
Like that's why they make all that money. That's why their usage rate is what it is. It's about the other guys who rise to the occasion and the playoff risers. Like we saw Denny get 30, 10, and 5 in his first postseason game. LeBron's the only other guy who's ever done that.
I mean, Wemby had 35 and 5. But I think he lived at the three-point line way too much. Otherwise, those rebound numbers probably go up.
But he's also 5 of 6 from 3.
Yeah. I don't expect him to do that tonight. So that could be a benefit going your way.
And I don't expect Drew and Jeremy to be that bad again.
No, not offensively.
Not from the field. Yeah, it's just like, it wasn't like you got killed.
I don't know if Jeremy could be worse.
But you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, I don't think that.
There were moments when I was talking about that scoot steal and then the fast break layup. That Blazers were down by 2 or 3 at that point. I mean, it's early, it's middle third quarter, sometime like that. There's still a lot of basketball to go, but you're hanging. I'll read some of your texts. It's cute. You guys think we're all of a sudden going to shoot better, going to get better at scoring on the road in that environment. It's going to be the same story till we get home, and that might be true. Blazers are 34% from 3 on the season. San Antonio 35, shooting 26 to their 46 was the big difference. That evens out, and we win in a game that we looked bad in multiple areas. Another question, if Shea scores 20-plus with 3 threes, do the Blazers win? Boy, I'd like that. That would be a nice recipe. That'd put you in a seat to win.
I don't care how many points he scores, how efficiently does he do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that was the thing between...
if he takes 15 threes and makes 3, the Blazers do not win.
But he scored 20. It's like, no, they need to find some efficiencies. That's really what they need to find. That or be even better defensively.
And you have to find ways of not letting dudes like Cornette and Vassell dominate you.
Well, you can't.
They had monster games against Portland.
You cannot get beat in the Luke Cornette minutes.
No, you can't. And Vassell looked like he was out hustling everyone on the court. That includes his own teammates.
Playoff games are defined by moments and spurts and stretches and runs. That's what they're defined by. Look at what the Timberwolves did last night. They're down 19 points. Mm-hmm. They make the big push, and they get it where it's within a puncher's chance, and then they stepped on Denver's throat.
And Ant was not efficient, but still got it done.
But who else stepped up alongside him? Mm-hmm. The others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, Rudy Gobert was a monster. Yeah, that's a good point.
Rudy had 2 points and was a monster.
Yeah, Rudy had 2 points with. I haven't seen it, but his plus minus is probably like 15.
I think he is in it like 9.
No, that's great.
But they made those guys work. Jokic and Murray were 2 for 12 in the fourth quarter. Like, that's what it comes down to. Get it close, close a game.
Yeah, keep Steph Castle and De'Aaron Fox low shooting percentages. I don't know what you do with the big boy, though.
He's got to be better.
No, I'm talking about
Wemby.
Wemby. You just got to hope that he thought it was real cool shooting threes, and he tries that again tonight, and they don't go in.
That stars are stars, man. Yeah. Like you said, Ant wasn't super efficient. Stars are stars. Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to get theirs. Mm-hmm. It's just how much you make them work and how much you can bring their efficiencies down.
Yeah, and the Blazers situation is brutal because, like, Denny is a star in the making. Mm-hmm. Maybe not quite yet just because of his exposure for the rest of the league, but as a star in the making potentially, but he can't be the only one. Because Ant is a star, and he can be inefficient but still have 30. But to your point, yeah, he's got Rudy Gobert, and Julius Randle had a nice night as well, and Jaden McDaniels has been such a huge pickup for them. But it also helped that ball didn't go in hoop for a 3-time MVP and Jamal Murray, who has been a playoff killer for a lot of it. It'll be interesting to see. You think they win tonight?
I think this game's closer. I don't know.
Lose, but a closer...
Yeah, I think it's a closer performance, and I think they come home and they get game 3.
Man, look at all this positive interaction.
It's not positive, just what I saw in the game 1.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh, they lost by this much. I'm like, they shot 26% from 3, man. Like, if you just shoot 34%, how different is the game look if you're not down 11, you're down 6? How tight do the Spurs play? Like, They don't have all that experience either.
No, they don't.
Like, how tight do they play in that situation? That's the thing, is like when you get in the final 5 minutes and you've got it within 6, do they feel a little bit of pressure?
My fear is that the Spurs come out better.
They could.
That's my biggest fear tonight, is that the Spurs come out and play better than they did in game 1.
They could come out there
because
and
I think
mob
they
them.
could have played better than they did in game 1.
I mean, they shot 48-45. Like, they still played pretty well.
Oh, I understand. And maybe this is me drinking their Kool-Aid too much, but I feel like they can be even better. Those I don't know if you're going to be better than those numbers per se, but I don't know. And maybe I need to halt that opinion because I don't really have a lot of facts to back it up. There's just something to me, like a feeling, a presence, a mojo that squad can explode for even more.
I don't know if I necessarily see that because I don't see Fox or Castle as those guys. I think they're really good, but I don't look at them as that offensively. Defensively, they're the third best defensive team in the league. Like, they're good. They one of the best. I think they're the best defensive rebounding team, one of the best transition teams in the league. Like, and they don't foul. Like,
yeah, they don't foul.
That's the thing, is like, so you've got to find other ways to find those efficiencies, and that's the thing, is like, matchup wise, you're just sitting there looking at, like, and that was the thing I think about Denny. Everybody talked about, well, Wemby's in there. Denny got his even with Wemby in there efficiently, 63% true shooting percentage. Mm-hmm. You can't ask for more from him. You can ask for more from damn near everybody else. And if you're looking at that, well, except maybe Rob. Rob was really good.
Rob's always good. It's Rob Will.
Yeah, but you didn't have any offense around him.
Best player in basketball.
You can make that argument.
Yeah. Tips at 5 o'clock on NBC. You get Mike Tirico, Reggie Miller, and I believe Jamal Crawford joins the party tonight. Should be a good one. We'll see what the environment looks like in San Antonio, because that's another thing to keep an eye on. If that environment in San Antonio is a banger again, I think it puts a little more pressure on old Tommy D and Mom to get things going in the Moda Center on Friday for Game 3. When we come back, it's free consultation. You need advice on anything in your personal life, your Blazer life, things, etc. Work, relationships, anything. Rain, I don't care. Send those in. We'll help you out. Free consultation is next. 503-864-6326 on Portland Sports Leader, the Fan Sports Network. Free consultation every single Tuesday here at 12:15. 503-864-6326 is the fan text line. You can get any questions you need help with. Danny and I are here to take care of you. That goes with the YouTube chat as well. And we'll get to that in a second, but I did want to read some thoughts about this Blazer game tonight, game 2. I understand that lineups tighten up in the playoffs, but I don't understand why we're not seeing Blake Wesley or City Sissoko when we're struggling to match their pace and intensity. Using the guys strategically would help.
I don't think they're struggling to match the pace or intensity, though.
It didn't seem like that to me either. It seems to me like they're just better.
You're getting out-talented. And City and Blake are not going to help you offensively. And where are your struggles at right now? Do you feel like the Spurs are bullying the Blazers offensively? I don't.
No, I don't think so. There's some really nice highlight moments from Victor Wembanyama. He's also shooting threes from the logo.
For just
I don't think that's me out, me rushing you and pushing you around.
No, it's a 7'6" guy who's doing things that nobody else has been able to do.
7'4", Daniel.
If they call him 7'4" one more time, so help me, sweet baby.
They're going to do it 7 times tonight.
It's like Donovan Clingan is 7'3". I am around him a lot. Wemby is very clearly 3 inches taller. Like when you see them standing next to each other, you see a whole forehead. It's like,
and that's the problem because we don't get to see them next to each other because Wemby won't go down there and Donovan doesn't come out.
Watch them when they walk up for the jump ball. Just look at the difference.
Yeah.
And Don is huge, man.
He is
big.
And
Wemby makes him look small. It doesn't make any sense. But as a point of reference, the Spurs in that game 1, this is all courtesy of Cleaning the Glass. In transition, on points per play in transition, the Spurs ranked in the 96th percentile. If they had played every single possession in transition, they would have scored 196 points.
Wow.
Excuse me, 190 points, 191. They were in the 96th percentile.
That's a lot of points.
Now,
that'd be like a record.
The frequency of their live rebound pushes was higher than it's ever been. They were in the 100th percentile in points per play off of live rebounds. But their frequency was at 33%, which is an 85th percentile. So, off of live rebounds and off of steals, they murdered. But here's the thing. Off of steals, they are 59th percentile. So you just need to find those moments to capitalize and not let them kill you in those live moments. If you're looking for a couple things like where you want to tighten the screws, you've got to be significantly better in transition, and you just can't suck from the three-point line.
And less staffers traveling, because then that saves some money.
Yes.
I want us to be more physical. I know we were scared of getting in foul trouble, but a couple hard fouls will make a difference for me. That's why I think we need to knock somebody on their boot, scoot, and booty early and send a message. Is being physical the way to go with them? Is being physical on Wemby something, or is it just going to poke the bear and piss him off? Because I worry there's a side to Wemby we haven't quite seen yet.
Oh, we have seen it. When
like
you guys
a super angry Victor Wembanyama in the playoffs.
He did it with Chet.
Well, I mean in the playoffs.
Oh, sure. We haven't seen that yet.
I'm worried that there could be a switch flips and it's like, uh-oh, get out of the way.
I mean, yeah, I think you can very easily see that because, again, for my money, he's the best player on the planet. He's unbelievable. He's the first unanimous defensive player of the year the league has ever seen.
I can't believe there's never been a unanimous.
Because there's always been other
yeah, there's guys are always really good.
Wemby is playing 65 games for the next 10 years.
He'll win it every year.
He's gonna shatter. Everyone's like, well, you can't give it to him, and it's a tire. No, you give it to him because he exists.
Who has the most?
Gobert's tied 4.
4?
I think it's Gobert. It's Gobert and God, who's the other one? I don't think anybody else has more than 4.
Let's see here. What's Google AI say?
What has it got?
It's not helping me.
Not helping you? Okay. But again, on the
I've got Rudy at 4.
Yeah.
Dikembe and Ben Wallace.
There you
I
go.
got Dwight Howard at 3, Ben Wallace at 4, correcto.
Draymond at 3.
Dikembe's got 4.
Dre's at 2 or 3. I can't remember what he's got. But offensively for the Blazers, just to give you again another point of reference for just how sideways guys were offensively. Points per shot attempt, Denny Avdija was in the 70th percentile and 80% usage rate. For all of the Denny was in the 80th percentile in usage rate. It wasn't crazy.
Draymond 1 time.
Only 1? I think it's 2.
8-time all-defensive team.
That's what it is. But again, points per shot attempt. Drew Holiday was in the 3rd percentile. Tumani in the 27th. Shaden in the 11th. Donovan in the 15th. Jeremy Grant in the 20th. Your only positive guys were Scoot at 92, which love to see that, and Rob Williams in the 76th percentile. So you're looking at every single person on your team, not named Denny, Scoot, or Rob, being so subpar efficiency-wise. And that's why when you say, I think the Spurs have more room, I don't think that's the case. Like, because if you look at the Spurs, Fox is in the 42nd, Vassell is in the 48th, Wemby's in the 70th, Castle's in the 32nd, Champagne's in the 96th. Like, guys who played, like Cornette's in the 80th percentile. Guys who were at average or slightly better. The only guys who were really subpar were Castle, Harper, and Keldon Johnson, of guys who actually played minutes.
Which leads me to this last text, and then we'll get into some free consultation. Isn't this where the trade for Vít Krejci was supposed to help?
Yeah,
I don't know if he's healthy.
I have to say, I don't know if Vít's 100% ready to go.
Yeah.
That calf thing was lingering for a while.
Damn calves. So sick of it. Why doesn't they should do the Happy Gilmore 2 thing and just remove their calves?
Right. That makes it better.
That'd make it,
more mobility.
Well, yeah, that way you can't pull it or strain it. You don't have to worry about the Achilles.
Yeah, just take the calf and the Achilles
Take
out.
it out.
Just go robot legs. No, look, if you're looking for maybe something spicy that Thiago goes to, maybe there is a 6-minute shift with Vít. Like, I think you can see that.
I think you have Vít with Denny, so Denny can drive, and if he needs to,
whatever that second unit looks like. Have go to Jeremy Vít, so you've got 3 guys that are going to give you some volume efficiency, perhaps. Like, in
theory.
But here's the thing. Yeah, Vít hasn't shot it well since he's been a Blazer. You know how he's going to be treated on the scouting report? As a shooter. You don't want him sitting naked in the corner.
That's the whole point.
So,
to that texter's point, that is the whole point.
Yeah. So, but again, as far as like health status, I don't know. I'm not with the team. So
let's stick in free consultation. We'll move over to some other stuff. I got a question here about the Knicks. Your last call to get those in, 503-864-6326, or over on the YouTube chat. You can find us over there as well. Plus, like and subscribe. We'll go there next with some more. But first, we'll toss it over to Casey Smith. He's got sports for you.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This sports update is brought to you by Mountaintop Metal Roofing. No maintenance, energy efficient, fire resistant, and a lifetime warranty. Do it once, do it right. Visit mountaintopmetalroofing.com. First on the Fan, your Portland Trailblazers are running it back in San Antonio for Game 2 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. Portland looking to even up the series at 1 game apiece, but the Spurs, they come into the contest as 11.5-point favorites. Tip off at 5 p.m. as you can catch that game on NBC or Peacock. Some more NBA playoff news for you as the Timberwolves defeated the Denver Nuggets 119-114 last night in Denver. Minnesota evens up the series at 1 game apiece as Anthony Edwards, he led the way for the Timberwolves, posting 30 points. The Atlanta Hawks evened up the series versus the Knicks with a win yesterday on the road. CJ McCollum was unfazed by the boos in MSG as he paved the way for Atlanta, posting 32 points in the Hawks' 107-106 win over New York. And the Cavaliers have pushed their series lead to 2 as they took down the Raptors 115-105. Donovan Mitchell led the way for Cleveland as he finished with 30. And we are just 2 days away from the 2026 NFL Draft in Pittsburgh. Ahead of the draft, former Pittsburgh head coach Mike Tomlin will be joining NBC. The former head coach will join NBC's Sunday night pregame show, Football Night in America, as a studio analyst. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football, the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new patented Legsercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that...
Please don't take him just because you can.
Closing arguments coming up next to send you on your way. We're in the middle of free consultation here. Been a little Blazer consultation, but we'll get to a little NBA consultation, as that's what's needed today right now. And we'll start here. Free consultation. It's becoming evident that my Knicks are soft and their identity is becoming blowing huge playoff leads at home. I want to shoot my TV every time I watch them now. How do I cope? Booze and drugs aren't an option. I'm already trying that. That's our P1 Jordan giving us the goods on that one. How do you cope, brother? I don't know. I think you pray to God that you just get out of this year and Cat goes and you get Giannis. Like, I don't know. I think this Knicks team, and I've said this for a while, I don't know how to cope, especially if drugs and alcohol aren't working. I mean, at this point, maybe don't watch. I think that's a little difficult consultation to give you, my man. I'm with you, dude. I am not a Knicks fan. I grew up a Pacer fan. I've got no love for the Knickerbockers in any way, shape, or form. John Starks is one of my most all-time hated players. Same with Patrick Ewing, and Charles Oakley, you can go up and down the board just as a friendly rivalry with my Pacers in the 90s. But this team is tough to watch, man. I find them really difficult to watch, and CJ torched them last night.
CJ almost gave it away.
Yeah.
Those free throws. That's the mild, not necessarily squirrel, but adjacency. I said this yesterday on social media. CJ being a meh free throw shooter for his career is one of the weirdest things in the league.
Didn't see that coming.
But that's just been his whole career. He's I think he's a 79% free throw shooter. CJ's one of the best mid-range shooters in modern basketball history.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
The numbers back that up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like Kevin Durant is the gold standard of mid-range shooting.
Kevin Durant's a top three pure scorer of all time.
I know that, but not even like for this generation. Kevin Durant's the best mid-range shooter the game has ever seen.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, it's not just KD's he's good for this generation. No, he's the best mid-range. He's a near 50% mid-range shooter for his career.
Also, all shooters these days are better than all the generations of
not
NBA
in the
players.
mid-range.
No. Still give love to Pistol Pete.
Bob
Cousy.
The game was just played differently. Guys don't really and CJ.
Wilt.
CJ, because he had the feet issues, he had multiple foot injuries, he stopped going in the paint because that's how he got hurt. And so he developed this in-between game that was just feathery smooth. But he's an okay free throw shooter. You know, Dame's one of the best free throw shooters the game has ever seen. He's a career 90% free throw shooter. The guys in front of him are Nash, Price, and Steph.
Oh, I like that. I love a good free throw shooter. You want to get me going? You be good at free throws.
I mean, for my money, those are the three best pure shooters in the history of the game. Nash, Steph, and Price.
What do you do if you're a Knicks fan with the way that roster is built and your lack of draft capital and how much money you're spending on those guys?
You're kind of stuck in a sense because you're probably not going to get what you paid for guys. And when Brunson, look, I said earlier, stars do star things. Brunson put up a stat line, but it was not efficient. He was 10 of 26 between him and Bridges. That they were 13 of 36 from the field.
And Bridges have the last shot last night.
Yeah, they played it live, which some people,
I love.
I love playing it live.
We saw this in college basketball.
Yes, don't let them set their defense. And I thought Bridges got a decent look. I mean, look, CJ, it's a 1-point game. CJ missed them both.
Yeah.
CJ could have gone from hero status to absolutely bludgeoned very quickly. But look, Cat was good, but he disappeared.
Well, he was good in game one, and that's why I said after game one, it's if you get Cat like this all the time,
but you don't get
your life is in an awesome spot. And hell, I'd take him in Portland if he played like that all the time.
Here's the thing: he wouldn't be a Knick if he had that dog in him.
Well, because he'd still be in Minnesota.
Because that's the thing
and is that Cap better than Julius Randle on a constant basis?
No.
I think I'd rather have the consistency of Julius Randle.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Julius has his ebbs and flows.
Sure.
He goes from one year being great to the next year being good. That's been his career. It's very weird, but. You just look at Cat. I mean, when you're Karl Anthony Towns and you're only taking 12 shots now, again, Brunson took 26, but you're getting 18 and 8. And it's just that's good, but you're being paid $50 million a year. You know what I mean? It's that's always been the thing with Cat. It's not a talent deficit. It's not Hassan Whiteside where his stats are completely empty. But
man, I really thought he was going to be great, just in the league, not just on the Blazers, but. For the league.
If Hassan
I loved him in college.
If Hassan had the basketball IQ of Donovan Clingan, Hassan would have been an All-Pro. That like his talent was otherworldly. You don't just walk into 20. Like, to be honest, Hassan was the kinder, gentler version of DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Like, both those guys are otherworldly talented.
They should be a lot better than their stat line suggests.
But that's the thing with Cat, man. Like, you're going to live and die by that. Mitchell Robinson came out there and didn't miss. He did Mitchell Robinson things in his minutes, but they got killed because they just didn't have the offense, and they just kind of got rolled up by CJ.
Free consultation. What happens if Denny or DC doesn't sign extensions?
I mean, pure and utter chaos, but you're 3 years removed from that from DC and 2 years removed for Denny.
Boy, what's the reaction to that look like?
Torches and pitchforks.
It's probably pretty tough, huh?
Yeah. I don't think we're at that level. As much as here's the thing. I don't want Dundon to fail.
I know you don't.
No,
You're just concerned.
Like,
most people are in your boat. I have come to learn that I am a little bit on an island over here.
and it's not I think he's the worst owner in the history of sports. Like in the NBA right now, it's Gail Benson. Like I told you during the break,
Yeah.
They fired 25 people in basketball ops. They're not going to hire 25 to replace him. Like, you want to talk about I think it was
I'm cheap.
Simmons. Bill Simmons said something along the lines of so you want to speed run the idea of being the cheapest owner in the league and bypass Gail Benson? Like, that ain't the way to go, buddy.
Maybe Gail Benson is pissed that Tom Dundon's getting all this love right now about being cheap, and she's like, hell no, I'm the worst.
Yeah, so it's a race to the bottom. Look, I want Dundon to come in and spend a bunch of money on a coach, or not even spend a bunch of money, go get the best coach. I want him to go get the best players. I want him to go make moves that matter. But I also want him to do the things that allow you to retain players and make players want to come here.
Sure.
That's when you have this much negative press publicly.
Winning might just do that, though.
Find me the place that happens.
Again, I don't know many places that have torn it down like this.
That's what I mean. That's why it's so far out there. And so for everybody who keeps texting in Kansas City, sure, if the Blazers had landed Wemby, you can maybe go down that path. But you know what the Spurs are doing around Wemby? Do you think they're getting cheaper around him? Or do you think they're investing in all the things around him?
Well, you're ready to rumble. You got a transformative player that the NBA has never seen. Maybe any sports ever
And that's
seen.
the same thing the Chiefs did when they got Mahomes.
I mean, Wembanyama, Mahomes is great. There's no way I'm not trying to take away from Mahomes, but Wembanyama is more Shohei than Mahomes.
Yeah, it's
of just, we don't see this, and you don't let it go, paging Artie Moreno.
What are the Dodgers doing around Shohei?
Everything. Well, they've also got an exorbitant amount of money coming into them.
Why do they have all that money?
Because they have the two biggest stars in Japan and a huge cable deal that pays out tons of money in Japan.
And an ownership group worth billions upon billions upon billions.
They're also the LA Dodgers.
Yeah, but they weren't doing that until they came in with that new ownership group.
That is true. Frank McCourt sucked.
What was Frank McCourt?
Well, he owns all the parking lots outside.
But what was he?
I don't know if Frank McCourt was cheap. I'd actually have to go back and look at that. I don't remember. But I know that nobody liked him. He was like a bro that everybody really wanted to be cool.
Why did Piazza leave?
That I don't know. The Mets offered him more money. I don't think McCourt owned the team back then. I don't think so. McCourt's a newer owner.
I thought that was when he bought the team because he's owned the parking lots for a long time.
I don't think so. I don't think Piazza is a Frank McCourt guy. I'd have to look that up. I'll look it up in the break. Speaking of, that's free consultation. We do it every single Tuesday at 12:15. We come back, closing arguments to send you on your way. 105.1 The Fan.
It's time for Easy Play, brought to you by Home Z, making home improvement easy.
9-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Got to work quickly here for New York. Brunson with 8 to shoot. Working on Alexander Walker. The fend off. The strip by Alexander Walker. Hawks looking to run. Johnson slams it home. Atlanta has its largest lead with 10.2 remaining.
That is Noah Eagle on the call. You caught that. That's Nickeil Alexander-Walker with the steal, which gets him flush, which ends the Knicks' night after having a large lead home at the Garden. This Easy Play brought to you by Home Z. Use Home Z's online calculator to estimate your project instantly. Make it easy. Call Home Z. That's HOMZE. HomeZ.com.
We just finished our roof and siding.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Coming up on the program tomorrow, obviously, we'll react to Game 2 of the first round as the Blazers take on the Spurs tonight. Tip is at 5 o'clock. You can catch that on Peacock. Or, hit up my buddy Tyler over there on the radio. You can listen to him as well. The new Pac-12 winner in football has a bowl. It's, dare I call it, the new Rose Bowl, which will be mightier than the Rose Bowl, more prestigious than the Rose Bowl ever thought it could be. In fact, it'll be so big, people will one day say, Rose Bowl who? I disagree.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
I don't think so, too. And saying that hurts me so bad because it disrespects the greatest college football commentator of all time, and that is Keith Jackson, the granddaddy of them all.
Great voice.
Dude, he's my guy. Go Cougs. So we'll get to that stuff. Chanting USA all the time is not always the best answer. And maybe we'll check in on some Oregon State basketball.
There you go.
They've actually had a nice little recruiting run of late. There is a leftover free consultation that came in kind of late that more continues just the conversation of how the West is and building teams and such. With the Spurs and Wemby on the rise and OKC being the best team, how do you bring free agents to the West? That's kind of an okay question to ask because I think people will, but yes, you will need to be. You're not going to be a free agent and go to a team to be the starter, like the building starter. You're going to come to the West because you're going to team with Kawhi Leonard. You're not coming to the West to team with DeMar DeRozan.
Sure, that argument doesn't really hold a ton of water though, because the West has dominated basketball for the last 30 years. And guys still aren't going to the East.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a discussion that I've had with people over, I don't know, the last 10 years. Like, why aren't guys going to the East? It's an easier path. It's an easier path. Who's going to the East? Like, who's really wanting to go to the East? Donovan Mitchell does because he's from New York.
Yeah. And that's different.
Karl-Anthony Towns didn't want to be traded to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
outside of brands, yeah. I mean, LeBron went to Miami, but he had Wade and Bosh to go with him.
Yeah, and it's also Florida.
Yeah.
But the guys just really haven't gone to the East. They go to the West because the West is better. And
Boston has lost players. They're not really adding players.
Other than guys have been drafted, like guys don't. Is number one, guys don't really move in free agency.
Right.
Big name guys. But even then, guys aren't. Even though the East is quote unquote wide open, guys aren't going to the East.
Harden's been at OKC, Houston, L.A.
Well, he forced himself to Brooklyn to go be with Kyrie and KD.
But that was, again, situational, not because he wanted to go to the East.
He wanted out of Houston.
Mm-hmm. He wants out of everywhere he goes.
But
I guess he was in Philly, too. What a loser.
He wanted out of there.
What a loser. I just can't. I can't with James Harden.
No, nobody can.
What jersey does he wear in the Hall of Fame?
Houston.
Does he wear the NBA logo hat?
Yeah. Just go full Rob Lowe. No, but he wears Houston.
I'm not going to lie. I want one of those Rob Lowe hats, but for Major League Baseball. I've been trying to get my hands on an umpire hat fitted forever. I talked with Sook about it. You can't buy them.
Oh, you can get one.
I talked with Jason about it, and he was like, I got buddies, former umps, and people that know umps, and he's like, we're trying. Can't make it happen. They guard that.
Let me see if I can make a call.
Do it, dude. I'm 7.5.
Okay.
What I'd really love is like an old school, the AL umpire hat.
That would be cool.
That's
an eBay one.
Yeah.
Or you'd have that one
Or
custom
an
made.
Etsy, custom made. The A and the L, that would be really rad.
Just the wrong font.
No, you got to get the right font.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Is your name Al?
What are they going to do? Come after you?
Probably some trademark thing there, but just do it anyways. Who cares?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if Giannis
sell
leaves
it.
Milwaukee, he's probably coming to the West. LeBron ain't going back to the East. Maybe Cleveland. But again, that's a special circumstance.
Yeah. Guys just don't really go East. As much as everybody talks about the big markets and all that kind of stuff, guys don't go East.
I wonder why that is.
Guys want to go to Miami.
Sure. Is it just the franchises aren't as sexy? Your Charlottes, your Washingtons.
As much as everybody talks about wanting to live in the East, where do they all actually want to live?
Bro, I always want to live on the West Coast. I've been here my whole life.
West Coast, best coast.
I love it here.
That's just the reality.
I absolutely love it here.
Guys want to move to Texas, Arizona, California.
Some other things to sew up here. Mike Tomlin's going to join the NBC Sunday night game.
Shocking.
Is he going to be great on TV?
I don't know.
Me neither. Unless
He'll be fantastic. What are we talking
If
about?
he's spicy and calls people out, but I don't know if he'll do that. Is he too worried about making sure he gets another job?
He will drop Tomlinism on Tomlinism on Tomlinism, and we're all going to enjoy it.
I just want to get crazy eyes, Tomlin. That's what I want.
Mike Vrabel, I had difficult talks with with a bunch of people over the Diana Rossini photos. Oh, you mean with your wife and your kids and your boss? Those are definitely difficult conversations, amigo. God, I can't believe nothing's going to happen to him from this. I mean, he didn't break any rules.
Well, he did.
Did he, though? Like, if he never gave her inside information, was just stupid, it's more on her than him.
Well,
and that's
no,
what sucks.
I mean, he's married.
Well, I mean, that's in some cultures, that's not a problem.
I would argue that's a problem.
Well, in your culture.
I would argue in this culture.
Well, there's I know some people that live other lifestyles that do not believe in monogamy.
I would argue that that's not the culture of this country.
Well, no. But the culture,
I would argue that the culture of this country would say that he broke some rules.
and I would argue the culture of this country is to be whatever culture you want, Daniel.
I would disagree with that.
For freedom. Freedom.
Cultural norms exist for a reason.
Let's see. Did we miss anything else? I don't think so.
No?
Did you look up the Rip Hamilton numbers?
Yeah. Rip shot about 55% of his shots from mid-range. He was about 42% for his career, which is solid.
Where does that 55% rank, like, percentage-wise?
I mean, if you're more than half your shots are from mid-range, you're living.
You're a
in
mid-range
yeah.
shooter.
Where's
Where's Michael?
I could pull it up. Just take me a minute. But, I mean, that's, again, different eras. CJ's staggering majority of his shots come from the mid-range, but he's a near 47% mid-range shooter for his career. KD's right at 50.
Oh, hey. Gotta like that balance.
That's filthy.
Is this a late renaissance for CJ McCollum?
No, CJ's always been a good scorer.
Yeah, but I just feel like CJ, since he got to New Orleans, he MIA.
Well, yeah, he was in New Orleans and Washington.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
It's basketball purgatory.
Boy, what happens if the Hawks make the finals?
I don't think
Eastern Conference, excuse me.
Even then, I don't think that's likely. But we'll see.
Can you convince me to watch Sixers Celtics tonight?
No, because I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm interested in Lakers Houston again. Yeah. If old man LeBron can do old man LeBron stuff, KD listed as questionable now. I'd like to see KD on the court for that team.
Yeah, they struggle offensively without him. That's for damn sure.
Because I picked Houston to win the NBA Finals.
I picked the Spurs.
Hey, Rockets are still in it though.
Hey,
I'm not wrong yet.
It's just it's just a series.
I'm not wrong yet.
Yeah. And remember, Lakers are favored.
I know.
Higher seed.
No, I know.
So
boy. Woof.
Figure it out.
That's your plus. Let's see, Montreal, Tampa tonight. I might watch that Kings Avalanche late game. That could be fun.
Dual box that.
Closing arguments brought to you by Les Skin Law. Visit LesSkinLaw.com for more information. Les Skin Law's one-day divorce mediation, peace treaties, not war plans. Timbers fan, myself and Adam Sussman on the radio tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. So catch that, get your Timbers love in there. For Danny Marang, that's Casey Smith. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.